Indie Gamer received a message talking about a new possible playable hero coming soon to Marvel Future Revolution. We're going to talk about if it's real, if it's fake, if it's going to be a character, or if it's even coming to the game. Let's get into it. Alright, so like I said, right here, Indie Gamer, I'll have a link to his channel down below, put out a video yesterday about possible new playable hero or companion. Talks about it. This is Wiccan. We'll talk about his origin and who he is in a minute. And then after this video came out, on my Discord, links down below, where you'll see all this stuff happen in real time. Collector, shout out to this person, tags Indy because he tried to respond to him in the video, but it wouldn't allow links. A link to the same pictures on a website. So if we check out this website, this was posted a while ago by Minisu Kim. I'm sorry for if I mispronounced that. This person worked on Marvel Future Revolution, and this is all artwork that he worked on. So we see right here America Chavez, America Chavez 2021 work, and then all the pictures, and even look how high res this is. This is all his individual work, but it is owned by Marvel, Net Marvel Corp, Net Marvel Monster. So that's her. We have Punisher. I'm probably going to use some of these pictures in the future because they're so high definition. Magic, PC, playable character. All the other ones did not have it. This one right here is the picture they used for her music, and it says right here, this image used Photoshop for advertisement on her video for music. More of her. Then as we scroll down, we see her armor sets. I just want to get down under. And then we got Cersei, which does not say PC because she's not a playable character. It has the Eternals link right there because she came out during the Eternals. Scarlet Witch, PC Scarlet Witch 2020, meaning they at least knew in 2020 that they wanted Scarlet Witch in the game, which is very telling as we go forward. Then here are the pictures. So if we see his right here, these are the same pictures. Then he goes on to show these pictures as part of his proof, as well as a few others. I'll show you everything that's here just for full transparency. PC Captain Marvel. And then when they went to release the special costumes, this is costumes Eyes, Osiris Eye, because they didn't have the name yet. This was in 2020 before the game came out. Then this is an example of his artwork for a different game. I just figured I'd show you everything just for Minisu Kim. As I said, I'm going to have the link to Indie Gamer down below, as well as the ArtStation page will be down below. Next, we're going to talk about Wiccan himself and what he can bring to Marvel Future Revolution. So I'm just going to leave it on this page right here. I have paper notes of what Wiccan does, his backstory, things like that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about who he is, his backstory. Then I'm going to tell you what his abilities are known for, his quirks and things like that. And then I'm going to talk about if I believe he's going to be a playable character, a companion, an NPC, what have you. In the initial run, he has a boyfriend named Hulkling, does similar to the Hulk, but he's not Gamma or whatnot. He can just shapeshift into a stronger muscular body. He was saved by Captain America several times to join the Young Avengers. Doctor Strange came to Wiccan to become a sorcerer supreme after he lost the power. He also helped Doctor Strange beat the Hood, who was after the eye of, I don't, how do you pronounce it? Agamotto? I believe that's Agamotto. He went with Magneto and Quicksilver. That will make a lot more sense once we get down later on. To save Wanda, Scarlet Witch, who was brainwashed by Doctor Doom trying to marry her. Because Doctor Doom knew she had these reality-bending powers. He mind-controlled her, tried to marry her so he could take her over, control her. Wiccan and the Young Avengers fought the Doombot army, which sounds so cool. If that was, imagine if that's an invasion, guys. Beat up the Doombot army so we can stop. Oh man, that's so awesome. Big battles happen. There, it goes really deep into a bunch of battles. And he gets married to Hulkling. This is he's homosexual. He has a husband. Doesn't matter. He's just filling in things. Loki took him over to summon Mother, who was a parasite, pretending to be Hulkling's mother. Loki picked Wiccan because he was the only one strong enough to summon her, because Loki looked into the future and saw that Wiccan is going to end up being Demiurge, which is one of these omnipotent powers in the future, and we will go over his powers shortly. Turns out Mother was too strong. Loki absorbed Wiccan's powers to get them out of there. Then he trained him how to temporarily tap into the power of Demiurge. And with that split second, he was able to become Demiurge. He effectively Thanos snapped Mother out of existence, which we'll explain how that's possible in a minute. Also very notable, he's met every character who's on our roster. He's also fought Laufey. He's fought Red Skull. He's fought everybody who's in our game, really. Then we'll talk about his abilities. So why it's important that Magneto and Silver Surfer went with him to get Wanda, Scarlet Witch, is because he is the reincarnated son of Wanda, Billy or William, I get the two names mixed up, and the grandson of Magneto. Depending on which run you're thinking of, he is the grandson of Magneto. Remember, Magneto was a very recent companion added to the game. His abilities are reality warping. It's said to be the exact same magic as Wanda. Chaos magic. Whenever he speaks a spell, he speaks it into existence. The only downside being, if he does not hear himself say the spell, it doesn't happen, which is used against him several times in the comics. He can also do elemental magic. He's shown the ability to use ice, water, light, and fire. He can teleport to places he's been to, and if he concentrates really hard, he can effectively instant transmission like Goku to places he has not been before if he can feel an energy signal. Some Star Wars people have done that as well. He can summon or banish people and things into existence. He doesn't need to follow the equivalent exchange. He doesn't have to turn something into something else. He can just make things appear. Now, I told you that he also went by the nickname Asgardian because he looked up to Thor his entire life. People, because his name's Wiccan, they called him a warlock, and he really, really dislikes being called warlock because warlock strictly means Oathbreaker, and he's very much about keeping his promises. Now, what I see for Wiccan is I see him as an NPC. He could be a companion, because all the playable characters that we saw PC dash Captain Marvel, but his is just Wiccan. It's also unnerving because right here, the only thing I got on this initial page is Wiccan 2021. On Indie Gamer's video towards the end, he shows a screenshot I have not seen and is not on the ArtStation page of Wiccan 2022 work, meaning it's still in development, meaning it did not get scrapped, which is a good thing to point out, because some of these, like right now, looking at just 2021, it could have been scrapped at this point, right? But seeing 2022 gives me hope that he will happen. I think he's in the next zone or the zone after that. And when you look at everything in his story, he fights the Kree, which is the enemy of Captain Marvel, and the Skrull, which is Wanda fights them. A bunch of people fight them. And those are some enemies that he normally fights a lot. So I see him being... Okay, he's going to be one of two things. He's either going to be a companion tied to an invasion, or he's going to be a companion leading us through a story against the Kree and or Skrull. Now, if he was a companion, what would he do? I don't think he would do chaos magic because that would be too much like Wanda. But as far as summoning or banishing, we have an ability for Doctor Strange that doesn't go off very often, where he banishes a target, and all that really does is make them lay on the ground effectively. Sands of Chaos or something like that, where if he hits you 5 times with the skill, then you're banished, which is just lay down on the ground, effectively stun. And I could see him banishing an enemy, which could be ridiculously powerful, specifically in duels, but if it has a range, then it could be used in group PvP. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like me giving you these history lessons on these characters and diving into their backstory, as well as a shout out to Indie Gamer. His thing will be down below. Like I said, join my Discord if you have not already, where you get all this information early. And till next time, guys.